Welcome to Lincoln, first of all.
Thank you.
What attracted you to the football club in the first place?
Just looking around, it's a league club. Unfortunately, it's in a position which is where we find ourselves, and the realism is that it's had a tough time. But this is a fabulous city, and I'm well aware of the pedigree of the football club and the history. One of my former managers, I believe, started his career here, Mr. Taylor, and you only have to look at the tradition here, and we'd like to perhaps recreate a little bit of nicety, if you like, and change the mindset that's crept in, unfortunately. So what brought me here was obviously the honesty of the board. When you met them, they explained things very transparently, which is wonderful. It's refreshing, although albeit maybe hard. But there's a challenge that we want, and there's nothing wrong with. Certainly, I'm not scared of a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it. Well, I've seen it this morning. Is that the mindset can change rapidly. They've been worked a little bit hard today, and that they've understanding that it's not going to be a holiday camp anymore. I'm not suggesting that the methods are wrong with other people. Trust me on that one. But what I will say is that my methods will be down to determination, organisation, commitment, and certainly a little bit of a desire. Because there's no way, we can't disguise it. We're in a dogfight. We're up against it, and it's going to be a huge challenge. But I believe we've got the ambition to do it. I certainly have by the chairman and everybody else. But we'll get organised, and we'll certainly have that passion and be ready for perhaps a fight or two. From reading the chairman's thoughts prior to having a chat with him. So there's no disguising it. But this is a good club. You should want to come and work for this one. I understand there was a lot of applicants, and I feel privileged to have been chosen out of the millions of perhaps candidates that you have.
Over 70, David.
Over 70. So I'm privileged to have been asked to take the responsibility on, and I wouldn't have applied for it. And I said that to the chairman as first thing, is I wouldn't have applied for it if I didn't want it. Having discussed it with him, why not? This is a good city and a good club, and we've got to change that mindset quickly if we can. But as I say, it's a long way to go. But I'm positive we can perhaps get these players working to a different format, to one I believe in, a method that I believe in, and putting a few smiles on their faces, if you like. But they won't do it overnight. I promise you now, these players are under no illusion that they're going to have to work hard. We won't get anywhere if we don't. I've got millions of contacts in the game, and there's an abundance of players that want to play for me, and it'd be rude of me and wrong to me to suggest players have been communicating with me from other clubs. But football's a small world. Unfortunately, there are a lot of players that want to come and play for me, but they're going to have to do so on an understanding that we haven't got any pennies at the moment. To turn pennies into pounds, we need to win games. We need to get the turnstiles clicking, get the city believing in the team again and the football club again, because that's dwindled. And that's only down to circumstance. The circumstances are that we've fouled on the pitch prior to this week, and we have to change the mindset of the people in the city. There's a lot of loyal fans here, aren't there, in this place? And some of them are waiting at home and watching X Factor rather than coming down to Lincoln City. We need them through the turnstiles, and the only way we do that is by working hard and showing that passion. Style and substance. I'll take substance over style if the style doesn't work. You've got to know the league you're playing in. You've got to know where you're going on a Saturday, what teams you're going up against, what type of managers you're going up. You've got to know about the referees, and you've got to know how to get there and how to deal with certain situations. I do my homework effectively, work very hard, and that's something that I'm a big believer in. Method and organisational skills. My teams will be certainly organised, and I've explained that to the players this morning. If you're not passionate about this game, then don't put your boots on.